Hey guys,
Hello, everyone.
and welcome to the Nerdy Archives.
Yes, welcome. Sorry, God, I sound like shit.
I don't sound much better. It's been a long week, guys. It's been a long week.
It really has. Yeah.
As part of Spoopy or Spooky Month, whatever you want to call it, this week is video games, specifically horror or anything that falls under the spooky vibes.
Which is totally not my fucking thing.
W- Which is true. So this is a me episode, and I'm gonna be 100% honest. Flying by the seat of my pants, but I think I can make this work. So that's your guys' warning. Um, so per usual, we're gonna do our mental health check-in. We'll do the topic, and then we'll do our little wrap up. The usual. Um, yeah, just kind of a stereotypical nerdy arc.
Yes.
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 Right. Yes. Yes. All right. Do you want to do the usual and do the honors of going first?
Oh my God. Okay, yeah, sure. Oh, my week has been uh dude, it's like karma for saying nothing bad happened last week.
Mm-hmm.
So Monday I find out that we're only doing 50 campaigns a month, and
Mm-hmm.
normally we do 40 a day.
Right.
So, like, that's a drastic, drastic fucking decrease.
Right.
Um, so, like, I've been worrying about that all fucking day. Like, not all day, but like all week, right? Because, like, that's
Mm-hmm.
like the first thing that happened Monday. So
Yep.
then I tell Amna about it, and we end up getting into like a week long fight about it. And I just like don't want to fucking argue. Like, I heard what I heard. You know what I mean? I'm not
Right. You're not.
fucking making this up. So, like, I'm sitting here freaking out, fighting with somebody now because, like, I'm scared I'm going to lose my job because they're not going to need three of us, right?
Right.
So,
Completely valid.
that all happened on Monday. Oh, my God. Hold on. I need a drink of water.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm also like getting over being sick. So Tuesday, I'm still fucking arguing with Amna about this shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's to the point where I like wish I could block her on Teams because like she always just like for somebody being so busy, she sure likes to fucking like DM me a lot.
Right.
So nothing really happened on Tuesday. Wednesday I go into the office and I end up getting sick somehow. But
Right.
like EA office life. Um, I don't know, dude. Like this fucking week fucking sucked. So then fuck what else happened Wednesday? I had to deal with Amna in person,
Ew.
which was not what I just dude. Just and like she left at like fucking 12 as well. So it's like, okay, like what's the point of even fucking coming in? So then she asked
Right.
me to join like one of her meetings. And I like I fucking did. I regret doing it because then the rest of the week all she did was talk to me about this bullshit that I fucking don't care about. So I joined the meeting. It's pretty much a complex campaign that's never been done before. She's like trying to push back and say it's not happening. Nobody's fucking listening to her because she's a bitch and nobody fucking respects her. Um, so yeah, sorry. I had to like
You're all
remember.
right.
So yeah. And then I stayed home from the office on Thursday and Friday. Thursday, Mike, my coworker Mike, ended up talking to my boss like about like he had a one-on-one, and he decided to use his one-on-one to talk about me
Mm-hmm.
and how like he pretty much demanded I get a raise. And how like hard I work and shit, which was like super sweet, right? Like he didn't
Mm-hmm.
fucking have to do that, but
Right.
he did. Like it's just super sweet of him to say,
It is.
because yes, I do.
Yes, you do.
So I'm really hoping I get a raise. He's like, we can't like afford to lose her. Type shit. It was really good. It's just wholesome. So like that made me feel better. And then on Friday, my boss talked to us about the 50 campaign thing. She said she's not worried about it and that there's no talk of budget cuts yet or anything. And the reason why it happens is because GM closed one of their data centers.
Mm-hmm.
So there's not enough people to like run data pretty much. Like
Right.
there's just not enough people.
Right.
And then it's been a Shane free week. Well, not really. That happened, Sass. Oh, I told you about it, but that happened
Mm-hmm.
Sunday. Okay, you guys, grab your fucking tea, alright?
Grab it. Hold
It's
on.
it's 12:30, right? I just woke up. I'm watching fucking The Fall of the Usher House. I'm trying to finish it, right? And then I
Mm-hmm.
have Shane fucking messaging me like, "Hey, can you come get me from Zane's to take me to Tropical Smoothie to get a smoothie and then take me over to Jarrett's," which is realistically like super close, right? Like one, he's in Waterford, so I don't have to like fucking go out and get him, right?
Right.
Two, it's literally just like maybe a 20-minute event. So I was like, yeah, whatever, sure. I shouldn't have fucking did it. He gets in my car crying and freaking out. Mind you, I've
Mm-hmm.
never seen him this fucking manic before.
Right.
So I was like, what's going on? I'm like, what's wrong? And he's like, so you know how Zane's been like going crazy, right? About like how people are out to get him right now. And I was like, well, yeah, but like I'm thinking it's drug related, right? Like who the fuck thinks that? And he's like,
Right.
we were at Zane's for his birthday, and Jess and I stayed the night, and then Jess woke up freaking the fuck out, and I like had to get out of here, right? I'm like, okay, bless you.
Oh, so sorry. Oh God. That's gonna sound wonderful. I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. He's like, Zane wasn't fucking lying. There's like this clear goo. And if you touch the clear, like, he told me to touch the clear goo. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Touch the clear glue? Like,
Right.
what do you mean? And he's like, okay, yeah, I'll touch it. And he's like, dude, everything he started saying made sense. And like, you can't see this goo unless it's under a flashlight. And like, all this crazy shit. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I have never seen him that fucking manic before. So I'm
Right.
like, honestly, fucking scared, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
what the fuck are you? So I just kept telling him, like, he doesn't sound crazy. And, like, because, like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Be like, yeah, you're batshit insane right
Right.
now.
Right.
And then he started trying to think of, like, if it was a fucking joke on him, if Jess is behind it, like, all this crazy shit. So it took me longer than 20 minutes. It took me an hour.
Right.
So I finally get him to go to fucking Jarrett's, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I get home and I'm like so scared. I literally hide my fucking car.
Yeah.
because I don't want him knowing I'm home and I don't want him fucking coming over. So, I don't know. He hasn't said anything since about it. I don't fucking understand what happened. I just
Right.
I haven't talked to him really since, other than he messaged me because he was going to Chicago for a Pretty Lights concert and he's currently there. But like, no, I'm good.
Right.
After,
Right.
like, no, I knew I shouldn't have fucking answered him.
Yeah.
I knew I shouldn't have fucking answered him, but I fucking did. I didn't end up going to my cousin's wedding because I was sick and still am sick.
Mm.
Um,
Right.
but like whatever, they can be mad at me. I literally don't care. Like, what am I supposed to do? Dude, I'm sick. I don't like
Right.
everybody sick. My hair is already fading really bad and it's pissing me off because I just got it done.
Mhm.
So I'm just gonna go buy black hair dye. I'm fucking over it. I've wasted so much money on my fucking hair this year already. Like, it's not cool. Like, it's not okay.
I get it, but at the same time, like, I don't know, it makes you happy and it's how you express yourself. But
I know.
I get the money aspect. Oh God, trust me, do I get the money aspect?
Like, I don't even want to talk about how much I've spent just on my hair. And like every time she does it, I'm like not super satisfied. Like, I washed my hair the day after I got it done and the orange was already washing out. Like, it's already brown.
Right. Right.
So, I don't know. As soon as it's like completely faded, like it's like a weird fucking pink color right now.
Yeah.
Um, well, that's a
Hmm.
I don't uh I don't, Mike's like it's like a vicious cycle, which it is because I do this all the fucking time. I'm trying to think of anything else like super eventful that's happened, but I think that's it. Oh, I got
Mhm.
my antidepressant uh dosage upped
Mhm.
because I wasn't really feeling any different. So
Yeah.
I'm now at 50 instead of 25.
Gotcha. Is it helping any?
I don't know. Today's the first day that I've
Gotcha.
taken it. I'll keep you fucking posted though.
Okay.
But yeah, that's it for me.
Well, it's been an eventful week for sure. Um, how do I start? So Sunday actually, was actually like a semi decent day. Um, Me and my brother went and saw the Taylor Swift concert in theaters. Um, I'm not a huge Swiftie like he is, but I do enjoy her music, and I haven't seen a concert since 2019, so it was good. We had the theater basically to ourselves. There was only like three other people, so I could also like not mask, which I haven't done in a public setting really other than a restaurant since 2020.
Yeah.
Um, so it was nice. That was Sunday. Monday was recovering because I'm 31 and staying up until 1 in the morning to watch a concert means I am drained. Um, I'm officially an old woman. I understand this. Um, what is that noise? One second, folks.
Nice.
Honestly, kind of sounded somewhere between a roar and a demon. Um, but my phone hasn't gone off with notifications about something outside. So
Oh, that's great.
here's here's hoping that it's just a noise. Anyways, um, let's see. Tuesday, I went back to work. It was fine. Uh, Wednesday, what did something happen Wednesday? I don't. Tuesday, I talked to you because you were upset and I calmed you down.
Yes, thank
Um,
you for that.
yeah. Of course, that's what I'm here for. Oh, Wednesday, my brother had oral surgery. Um, and he's still recovering from it now. Um, it kind of terrifies me about my surgeon's appointment on the second, not gonna lie to you. Um, he had to like have sinuses. Like they messed with his sinuses. I don't
What?
like he can't blow his nose for like 2 weeks.
Oh, good lord.
And if he coughs or sneezes, he has to like just let it go. Like he can't hold it back at all like he normally does. Or it can just like F all his shit up. I have no clue what they yeah. And he's like so swollen. Like his cheek is so swollen and it happened on Wednesday and it's still
Poor
swollen.
guy.
Yeah, I was I hate seeing him in discomfort. Um so that has not been fun because I like I said I hate seeing him not feel good.
Right.
Um Thursday. Okay, here we go. Okay, Thursday. So Thursday was like a toss
Sorry.
because no, you're good. Um I got to spend time with M and they wanted me to help with an OC of theirs and like I got really into it because they were asking like a true crime angle. I've literally prepared my entire life for that. So I was having a lot of fun. We were really enjoying our like work time together.
Hmm.
And we had this one customer. This customer will link back. This is why I'm mentioning them.
Okay.
They come through self check and they come to scan an item. It doesn't scan right away. So they move on to another machine. Mind you, our machines are slow, they lag. So she is opening up all of these lanes with things that we have to avoid, which counts against us.
That's so frustrating.
So M is like, "Hey, if you could like not do that, please." And the customer is literally like, "Not my problem," and continues to do it.
Oh, what a bitch.
So I was like, "Okay, not that was not a great." I thought it was a one-time thing. We do have an occasional terrible customer. It happens. It's customer service. And then I heard another it was a bagger of who I work with. Um she was like, "Hey, we literally just had a customer who said they wouldn't go to self-check even though it would be quicker because the register froze because they don't work here. And if they wanted to bag their own groceries and scan them, they would work
Oh,
here."
come
And I was
the
like,
fuck on.
I hate people. So that was bad. And then I'm having a great time. We're talking ideas. I'm feeling like probably the most like creative I have felt in like a really long time. All good vibes. M goes to take a bathroom break before I take my one break of the day.
Hmm.
And my other coworker, Jay,
Okay.
comes up to scan like her snack or whatever for the day. And she's like, "Oh, I just want you to know that there's been like a complaint about you and M talking too much and like not paying good enough attention to customers." And I was like,
What the fuck
"Okay."
ever.
I was like, "Okay, okay, whatever. Thanks for like heads up, whatever." And I wasn't going to tell M because here's the thing. M is very reactive. Very reactive. Sometimes rightfully so. Sometimes, you know, we're humans. Um, but I decide, no, something doesn't feel right here because our HR lady literally was hanging around the front all day, including when me and M were talking actively about their story idea, when we were stocking the cigarette case and taking care of customers. This HR lady literally has the power to literally say, "Hey, like get to work."
Yeah.
Or "Hey, separate." Like literally has the power to do that, has done that to people before. If she is not having a problem with us, I don't believe what's being said. So M takes it on their whole I don't know what you want to call it, crusade to go and ask the other managers, "Hey, have you heard about this complaint?" Because realistically speaking, if it's a complaint from a customer,
Mhm.
if they told Jay, Jay is to report it to the higher managers.
Yeah.
Neither one of them have heard anything. Have heard nothing
Okay,
about this.
so Jay's just being a bitch.
Jay is trying to start shit, is what Jay is trying to do.
Of course.
Because Jay is, I hate to be mean, but is just miserable and upset with their own life and likes to start shit.
I fucking hate people like that.
So, like, I'm in a really bad mood now. Like, I'm pissed. I'm, like, annoyed.
Mhm.
It's like I had to deal with this kind of talk back in Fabric. That's why I left. I don't need this. I need this job just as much as any of you do yourselves.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm rounding out the day. This is still on Wednesday, folks. We're still on Wednesday.
Jesus.
Um, Trouble is
Mhm.
now getting is still acting up. Is starting to make very passive aggressive comments about the fact that I'm still working like 7, 8 hour shifts when everybody else's hours are getting cut. And I'm like, I want to say, not my freaking problem. If the
Yeah, it's
boss
literally
wants to
not your
give me the
problem.
hours, that's on her. If she wants, mind you, I'm not the only one who is getting mostly the same hours, like full-time hours. My cousin Betsy, I hate to name drop, but like she's my cousin, I'm gonna name drop her. Um, sorry. Uh, she has her full-time hours still. She works only 4 days a week anyway, so it's not quite full-time, but you get what I'm saying. She has her full shifts.
Mhm.
Another cashier, D, D,
Yep.
um, has their full hours. I am not the only one who has their close to their normal hours. I got hours cut, just not so dramatically as others.
Yeah.
Some people are losing days. Some people are just losing hours. Literally, I got like 3 or 4 hours cut this week. It's just different for everybody. It's based on what is needed. So Wednesday is like a mixed bag. Like I'm in a bad mood because of work. Cody's in a lot of pain and discomfort, so I'm like upset about that. So like I was like Wednesday's like bust. I just need let's try to end this week well. There's like 3 more days, right? Thursday or Friday and Saturday. Thursday was actually the day I was talking about, guys. I messed up. We're already to Friday. We're doing good. Friday. Yesterday. Oh god. Buckle up, kids. It's okay. It started off with something kind of funny. Me and Cody, I'm just gonna say my brother's name. I don't give a shit anymore. Figure out Cody and Dumpling the difference. Cody
Yeah,
is
yeah.
my brother, Dumpling's my friend, guys. Got it? So Cody is like talking about his PTO because he's like, I'm scheduled to work on Saturday, but like I don't feel like doing that. Which I'm like, good, don't. He didn't, thankfully. Um, and I was like, oh, I should like look at what my PTO is at since after vacation. I look on my UKG, 43 hours. I was like, what? That's not right. I didn't have 43 hours. I would have had like maybe 8 hours after vacation. So I'm like panicking, right? I'm like, I can't have them screwing this up because I don't want to take some time thinking I have earned it and then be like, no, like you have to pay that time back. I didn't want anything like that to happen.
Yeah.
So I go to the HR lady and she's like, no, this is all legit. I can't find any reason that this is not legit. Like,
What?
she couldn't find anything. She's like, "What I think happened," and I kind of gave her the idea is like my UKG was not even when I was refreshing it, it was not refreshing properly because I went back on my pay stubs and even like before I went on vacation, I was almost 80 hours of PTO. I thought it
Interesting.
Willow. Hey, Beebs, it's okay. Someone wanted to use the bathroom, God forbid. Anyways, guys, sorry about that.
It's okay.
Um, so like basically the only thing we can come up with is that UKG was just not updating properly. Because all the pay stubs are there saying that if I would have been checking that instead of UKG, it's been building rapidly because I went up a bracket in August.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think of that.
Not a full bracket, mind you. Next year, I'll be in the next tax, or not tax, but accrual bracket, which will be even faster. But I did go up to the point where I'm like about 2.5 hours a week versus like less than like 2 hours a week earned. So I'm almost making like anywhere from 10 to 12 hours a month with my current accrual rate, depending on hours.
That's
So,
crazy.
yeah, mind you, there's people who get like freaking like 15, 20 hours a week because of their years in. Like, it's ridiculous. Anyways, so she thinks that's what happened. She's like, everything looks legit. It's on your pay stub. Like, that can't be faked or messed up. That is literally your pay stub.
Yeah.
So, like, congratulations, you have 43 hours you didn't know.
That's
I was like,
dope.
that was the best part of that day because then it all went to absolute shit.
Of course.
I get back. People are a little annoyed because I went for my break and then I ended up finding HR lady to talk to, and that took an additional like 10 minutes. So I was actually gone almost for a lunch period, but she's like, it's fine. I know you were here talking to me. It's all good. And I was like, that's all that matters. Don't give a shit otherwise. They can deal. I get back. It's like okay for like 20 minutes. And then we hit around 4:45. I only got 15 minutes to go. I can do this, right? No, I can't do this, in fact. Guess who, and I'm assuming this is the very same lady, is back.
Oh no.
Not my problem lady is back. And this time she comes with a giant pumpkin, literally at least 15-pound pumpkin, and a small cart overflowing with groceries.
Oh no.
To self scan. Here's the thing for me, I don't give a shit. You want to take 20 years at self scan, me coming over and bugging you every 5 minutes because the bagging area is too heavy or too light or something's wrong? I don't care. I'm there to work. I don't give a shit. However, C, night manager, has a problem with this and tells the lady, hey, like with the pumpkin in your, large cart, um, it's gonna be a problem, like the weight scale is going to get angry. It's going to take you a really long time. Lady replies, not my problem. Very rudely, mind you. So he's not being pleasant. C, not male C either. I'm talking female C.
Okay.
Replies, well, that's not my problem either, and walks off,
Eh.
leaving me with a increasingly irate customer. I'm talking screaming. I'm talking starting to throw things into the bag and slamming things onto the register
Oh
to
my
scan
god.
them. I'm talking like pointing and screaming and cussing out and threatening said night manager.
Jesus Christ.
So I am upset because I got left with an escalated. I was trying to de escalate a situation that I did not escalate. And I'm talking completely alone. I was the only one running self scan at the time. And we got busy. So then I'm also trying to deal with the other customers who have needs while this lady is literally getting increasingly belligerent. And at the end, I'm glad I said it quiet enough because apparently they didn't catch on. I tell her where she can call to complain because that's my job.
Hmm.
But here's the thing, everything's like a witch hunt in a small town. So if they get wind it was me, I'm afraid. But que sera, sera. What will be, will be. It's done. I can't take it back. And then, just as I am literally on my way to punch out, it is 5 minutes after 5. I'm already 5 minutes over my quitting time. Julie makes a comment about how it must be so nice to have your hours still. And I so wanted to punch her so badly because I'm sick of it. Here's the thing, somebody who is considered full time management, a key keeper basically, he is down to 26 hours next week. 26. I have the same amount.
Jesus.
And everyone, but I guess the thing that just ticks me off personally, as somebody who's not from here, but who has already figured out the cycle of things,
Hmm.
you know this is coming. Why are you acting like it's the end of the world?
Because people are so fucking stupid when it comes to retail. Like, it's the slow season.
And here's the thing, I know bills need paid. I know, mortgages due. I know you need food on the table. I understand this. And if I was probably on my own, I probably would be more panicked about it. Being completely honest.
Yeah,
But I'm also smart enough to know that if I was truly on my own, I would have been saving since September. Not September.
absolutely.
I would have been saving since July
Like,
for
it's
this.
fucking coming.
I would have been saving up those PTO days. All these people love to take their summer vacation so they can get away from the tourists. Save those PTO days. They cut you a day, you use a PTO day. It's not that hard to figure out.
Mm-hmm.
There's ways to work it, and everyone will tell you how if you frickin' listen,
They don't, though.
but they don't. They just want to complain and freak
Yep.
out. So that was Friday. It was a bad day. I literally went home and started screaming. Well, in my head. I don't scream externally. Internally, I'm screaming. And then today was just like I was in a piss poor mood because of Friday.
Yeah.
I was going to say something to management. I really was. But I was like, you know what? I'm not going to stir the pot anymore until I have to. Cuz I can save this up. I can save receipts. Trust me, y'all mess up more than you would like to think. And if you really continue to push me, I will then go to management. Like, I'm not afraid of going to management if I have a legit case.
Yeah. You shouldn't be.
Like, I'm sorry, but as a manager, C was in the wrong for escalating a situation, then leaving me to deal with it.
Yeah. No, that's
Be-
so fucked.
because, oh, if I would have stayed, I would have told her off. Then you shouldn't be in management.
Nope.
You shouldn't be in customer service.
Nope.
If you can't keep your mouth shut and deal with it like an adult, you shouldn't be in the position. I shouldn't have been the one who had to apologize again and again and try to de escalate a customer,
That you
thus
pissed
ignoring
off.
all other customers. And also, I wasn't the one who made the comment.
No.
And then I texted M and I was like, I need to talk to S because I think I need to get as far away from night shift as I possibly can.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do this. It's a little cult. I can't do it. I'm not a part of this cult. They love me because I keep quiet. But I'm sick of the favoritism. I'm sick of the little groups. I'm done. At least day shift, they might be all a little tight-knit group, but at least we get our shit done. Like, I'm not even going to deny there's some cults like in day shift, but at least we get our shit done and normally we're not pissing off customers and making our lives harder. So, that's how today was, guys. Um yeah, it's been a long week.
Yeah, it
It's been a long week.
has.
I hate to do this so early, but before we start our topic, I have to pee.
Okay.
So, I will be right back. Entertain
I
them.
don't know what to say. I've been doing nothing, but oh well, no. Okay, so I went to go see uh what is it called? Onyx and the Talisman of Souls. Yes, that's what it's called. English Hard. It's a YouTuber's movie. For those of you who don't know, it's Andrew Bauer. He Bowser. The fuck am I on about? Either way, it was like an indie fucking movie, right? Like I don't know. It was pretty fucking yeah, it was better than any of the fucking horror films I've watched recently, so I can't really like talk shit about it. Um but yeah, it was pretty good. It's the first movie I went to go see like in theaters in like forever. Um but yeah, I don't know what else to talk about. I hope she comes back soon. I've been watching nothing but spoopy ghost things lately. Yeah.
I'm back. Okay.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you. Alrighty. So, the topic of the week is horror slash spooky video games.
Yes.
Um, I actually think we could kind of make this into a back and forth game where I'm forced to kind of think in my collection of games I've played throughout the years. If you give me maybe a series that because you do like horror shows
I do
and
like horror shows.
movies, um, more than games.
Yeah.
Um, and I was thinking it would kind of be fun, like if you name something off the top of your head, and I tried to figure out a game that I think would be a very good complement to that kind of show.
Oh
I thought that
shit.
might be fun.
Okay.
We don't have to do that. We can do like as many as you come up with, and then I can go off the ones I thought of.
Oh,
It's up to you.
okay.
Okay, so we can either start with an ID you have or one that I already thought of. It doesn't matter.
One that you've already thought of. So like I can
Okay.
get the gist of it.
Okay. So, it's spooky season. So, if you like shows like Stranger Things, or Gravity Falls, especially I
Mhm.
would say leaning a little more towards Gravity Falls, a game you should definitely check out is Oxenfree. Should I like look up little synopses maybe?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, give me a second, guys. Um, I've talked about Oxenfree before because it is legitimately one of my favorite games that I have played on the Switch specifically. Also, if you like the mechanics, the gaming mechanics of Life is Strange, it is the same kind of walk around, make choice decisions kind of thing.
Got you.
Um, so Oxenfree. Okay. And like technically, um a lot of these are probably not going to be straight horror games because I also like to kind of go into like supernatural thrillers, mysteries, but spooky vibes, creepy vibes are
Yeah, yeah.
always the goal here, guys. Okay, if I can just like get okay, perfect. Oxenfree on Steam, perfect. Give me the descriptor. Okay, Oxenfree is a supernatural thriller about a group of friends who unwittingly open a ghostly rift. You are Alex, and you've just brought your new stepbrother Jonas to an overnight island party gone horribly wrong. So, to give it a little tiny bit more, it's a group of friends who go to this island that has this marine history, like naval history.
Mhm.
Um, and they start messing around with a radio signal, which opens up a rift to all of the ghosts on the island. Um, and there's like possession, there's like topics of grief and loss and like time. There's like some things not quite time travel, but messing with time.
Yeah.
Um, which is kind of also into the Life is Strange, especially the first one. Um, it's a pretty quick game, honestly. I think like if you had undivided attention, you could finish it in a night. Um, there's two endings plus in a game plus ending. Um, and it's honestly your decisions do matter, but it's not to the point where you're gonna have 50 different endings, which I find a little relaxing because the idea of every single decision leading me to 50 different ones sort of stresses me out, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah.
But it's a nice kind of, I don't know how to describe the art style. It's kind of, here if I can explain it. Construction paper, but like digitalized. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Okay. Like I might like download a picture and send it for you to show what I mean. But it's also got like these awesome neons. Um the music is absolutely awesome. It's a really good game and I think if you like Stranger Things, if you like Gravity Falls, if you like the mechanics and kind of the time warpy, like rifty kind of things of Life is Strange, I think you'll really, really like it. And it's a quick play, like I said. You could probably play on Halloween night and be done with it by midnight. So I highly recommend that one.
Okay, okay. Um, so like I don't play horror games. I watch people play horror games. So like I there's one game that I like to watch. It's called the fuck, I'm gonna fuck this word up. The Mortuary Assistant.
Okay, the
There you go.
mortuary assistant. Yeah.
Yeah. So like you you work at a funeral home and you perform autopsies and you have to find out what body is a demon because fuck shit happens.
So I would say, as much as you do dislike the movie, Autopsy of Jane Doe would be a very good
Yeah. Yeah.
comparison. Okay,
Yeah. It's look,
awesome.
I just hated that they said she was a witch. They could have said anything else and I would have been fine with it. Okay, horror movie, let me think.
Or show.
Or show.
Mhm.
Um well, I guess Supernatural is technically okay, so yeah, Supernatural.
Okay, Supernatural. Um, let's see. Okay. This one's a little bit of a little tiny bit of a stretch because I don't quite have like sibling bonding sort of thing for this.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want going after different monsters or spirits, I would say, let's see, I'm trying to think which one to pick. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to look this up real fast. So there is a series of games by the same developer called I think Yuri is his name
Okay.
or their name. And it's pixel horror games. And it's known as I believe the Crooked Man series is what it's called. And there's the Crooked Man, the Sandman, the Boogeyman, and the Hanged Man.
Okay.
The Crooked Man one creepy as hell because the main villain literally is a like his head looks like it's like on upside down. It's freaky as shit. Um,
Yeah, no, thank
let's
you.
see. Um, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna read this if I can find it. Please don't have a picture of that man, please, because I have nightmares. I have legit nightmares about this game sometimes. Um, give me the descriptor. Why are you like this? Okay, mind you. This is only one spirit, but it kind of does follow the whole people's lives thing
Mhm.
because throughout the game, he encounters these people who have a similar experience as him, and he kind of helps them deal with it while trying to deal with his own issues. So, the Crooked Man is David Hoover decides to move into a new apartment during a rough time in his life. After some odd occurrences, he decides to ask the room's former owner but learns little. So he sets off in search of him, strangely compelled to know more about this man. So basically, he sees shit, creepy shit, in his new apartment, and he decides to figure out what happened to the previous owner of this apartment,
Oh god,
and
okay.
goes from there. And he meets all these people, and it like once again it deals with like grief and loss and like life decisions and it's really good. You just have to accept the fact that it's a pixel horror game,
Yeah.
which a lot of people have a problem with. I know pixel horror is like I don't wanna say lesser because, like, it still takes time to develop a pixel game, but a lot of people are like, "It's low effort, it's not like, why not take the time to make an actual, game?" But these games were what got me more into horror games than Resident Evil, because before I was just, like, strictly Resident Evil and, like, The Last of Us, and then I got into pixel horror games, and I was like, "Oh, hey, these things are really great, their stories are fantastic."
Mhm.
I don't care so much about the graphics because the stories are what compel me to continue. So check out The Crooked Man. It's really good. The Sandman is also good, and I've also played the Boogeyman, I think. The only one I don't think I've played is the finale, which is the Hanged Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Also, you can buy the games on Steam for $3. All of they used to be free previously, but support the creator. Why not? I genuinely think their games are good enough to pay $3 for, regardless of the fact that they're pixel. So, okay.
Let me see, let me see, let me see. I suck at like coming up with stuff off the top of my head. Um, The Blair Witch.
Ooh, okay, the Blair Witch. So, found footagey.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Let me go. First one that came to mind, I'm not sure if it would work for, but let's see. Oh, wait, found footage. Perfect. Fatal Frame. You literally are the camera person. Let's be real. I have not played any of them. Let's be very honest. I own two of them, but I have not played them. But basically the whole gist is your character is fighting spirits with a camera called the camera obscura, which has the ability to exorcise spirits.
Okay, okay.
I am specifically obsessed with the mask of the mask of the lunar eclipse. I've been obsessed with that game since it came out and didn't get a patch in English, and I was pissed. I just own it and haven't played it yet because that's how I roll. I own so many games I have indeed not played. But yes, Fatal Frame. Yes, yes.
Yes, yes. Uh, ah. Do you have another one you can think of?
um, sure. Um, let's see here. I don't know if about like comparing it to another show or something, but da, 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 da. Let's see if I can. So it is a visual novel.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Death Mark. Spirit. The full name is Spirit Hunter Death Mark.
Okay.
I don't necessarily have a show off the top of my head. Maybe you'll have one if I read you the descriptor.
Yeah, God.
Um, Okay. So, this is the Steam descriptor. This is a visual novel in which the players follow an amnesiac who who? Okay, that's not proper. As he just uncovers the truth about a mark found on his arm. As players explore a mysterious mansion, they engage in dialogue and action choices that affect the story's outcome. Some actions lead to instances of violence, with players using various items to defend themselves or attack enemy spirits. So basically, it is a visual novel that follows, like they said, an amnesiac who has no clue who he is, but he wakes up in this mansion with these other guests, and all of them had an encounter with a spirit, and that spirit left them with a mark. And basically they have to defeat the spirit to save that person, or the person will succumb to the spirit and die.
Hmm.
I can't really think of a movie that I've
No,
seen
neither
like
can
that.
I.
Um, but I've played half of that game. Like I said, I'm not great at finishing games, but it's really, really good if you like a lot of reading. A lot of reading. So much reading. Um, Visual novel. They ain't kidding. But the graphics are gorgeous and terrifying. Um, and there is a sequel called NG. I don't know if that stands for something. I just know it's called NG, which is a similar format, different protagonists, slightly different circumstances, but you're basically hearing about victims of spirits and you're trying to solve their problems with said spirits. So, yes. I do have one. Why did I not? I'm so stupid. I had one, forgot about it. So I have another one.
Okay.
Okay, so if you like shows, weird shows like Twin Peaks, I think you'll know where I'm going with this one when I say this. Twin Peaks. Um, it gets compared a lot to Portlandia, which I've never watched. Um, Try Deadly Premonition, guys. I promise you it's worth it. It's so janky. It's so, so janky, but it's so good. It's like it's like a guilty pleasure of mine, honestly. I love it so much. And you can tell when you play it that it's directly inspired, if not sometimes directly copying Twin Peaks. Um, if anything, I think it's a homage to Twin Peaks more than trying to flat out copy it, but you have a quirky protagonist, you have an oddball murders, a teenage girl is literally the murder victim. She had a secret life. It's literally copy and paste the same plot, but with way more wacky shit. And that's saying something because Twin Peaks is out there. I've talked about that, I think, about how much I like the first season of Twin Peaks, and then I thought they should have canceled it after that. So, yes. But Deadly Premonition is like the first one has some genuine scenes that I think are so spooky or haunting. The second one, not so much, which is technically a prequel and a sequel at the same time. Um, I don't find it as scary or spooky, maybe because so much of it is basically preceding the events of the first game.
Hmm.
Um, but it's still if you love the main character in the first game, it's worth playing the second game just for more listening to him talk and rant and be his weird ass self. Cause my god is he weird. Um, and just to give you like a little snippet of what I find so haunting. It's probably not that haunting to others, but I remember playing it the first time on Xbox actually. And being like, this is the creepiest shit I've ever seen. Um, so you're playing this like almost towards like it's past the halfway point. You're like nearing the end. You're linking the things together. You're getting to the end of it, right? You're starting to chase the murdered girl's ghost through the empty the streets of town. Like, it's dead quiet. It's raining. You are chasing this girl's ghost in the rain.
Oh
I don't
God.
know why, but so creepy to me. I think it's here's the thing, I live in the country now, so this is now normal to me. At the time, I was still in the city. You don't see empty roads unless it is literally the dead of night.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
And let me tell you, as somebody who has raced down empty roads at 2, 3 in the morning to try to get someone to a hospital, it's very creepy and surreal to be on roads when no one else is. It's a thing. So, Deadly Premonition, guys, I will probably say it until I die. Please play it. Please. It's basically a plea at this point. Thank you for my TED Talk.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Thank you. Okay. Um, do you have anything else? Any other ideas?
No, I can't come up with anything off the top of my head.
That's okay. Um, I can just suggest games. Doesn't have to have a movie or TV show equivalent. Um, Obviously Resident Evils. Even the ones that are more actiony,
Hmm.
still really fun. Still have genuine spooks. If you want like the spookiest of spooks, the original Resident Evil, technically the remake of the Resident Evil, but the first Resident Evil and 7 I think are the spookiest. 7 and the original both are in closed spaces for the most part, much a sense of dread. I can't stand the idea of being enclosed in places and can't get out. So for me, enclosed spaces are terrifying.
Yeah.
So 1 and 7 for like I think the truest spooky vibes. And that's coming from a Resident Evil 0 girly, but the vibes aren't always as spooky. Um but 1 and 7 got me so many times. Um let's see. What else? I'm trying to think. There's so many games, guys, I own, I haven't played. Um, Alan Wake, it's getting a sequel sometime. Um, Play it. It's got a unique battle system. The story is really good. The music is top notch. Um, the graphics are even the original before they remastered it. Top notch for the time. Um, it's just like a really good story, especially if you're a creative person. It can hit home in a lot of ways because it's about a writer who's fighting writer's block. It's a whole thing. It's really good. Alan Wake is a good one for spooks. Um any any of the Dark Pictures anthology, I'm talking Until Dawn, House of Ashes, um what is that other one? Uh it's not Little Town, that's not what it's called. Y'all will know. If you know, you know. Any of the Dark Pictures anthology. House of the Devil, I think, is the other one. Those ones are great if you're going for like a Scream-esque, like in your face slasher supernatural kind of twist. So good, genuinely fun to play, especially in a group. I played part of not Until Dawn, but The Quarry. I haven't got very far, but I played the
Oh yeah,
beginning.
I beat the quarry.
I played the beginning, like, not even full first chapter, but the prologue and the start of the first chapter with my brother, and the back and forth is so much more fun than playing it by yourself because you gotta get somebody who has opinions opposite of yours. Because if their reactions are the opposite, you end up arguing about what you're gonna do. It's great. Um, let's
Yeah, the
see.
whole
I
time I
literally
was playing it, Mike was sitting there with me.
Yeah, it's so great. Actually, why don't I boot up my PS5 while I'm sitting here?
Oh yeah, I could see you have all your games on there.
I could see all my games, yeah. Because I download everything, guys. I'm a weirdo. I buy a game, I go home, I download it. I don't know if that's just a me thing, but still a physical copy girly. So, like, I go home, I download it. I don't wait until I play it. No, I make sure it's on my console ready to go. Um, let's see. Okay, yes, yes, you want my password. Why did I set up a password? The only people in my house, one doesn't know how to use this, and the other is really welcome to. Like, frick. I forgot my
Honestly,
own
I
password.
did the same thing with mine. It's like, what the fuck did I do that for? I literally have Mike and like my dad. My dad's never gonna play this.
Right? That's not wrong. Wait, okay. Wait, no, go back. Okay. Let's try this again. This button. Oh, that's because I don't know my left from my right. Guys, literally, I don't know my left from my right. I'm freaking stupid as shit. Okay. Game library, baby. Okay. Um, Resident Evil is literally 98% of my freaking games. I own 23 games. 16 of them, I think, are Resident Evil, guys. I am a fan. Fatal Frame, like I mentioned, A plus. The Quarry, I haven't played it all the way, but it's part of the Dark Pictures technically. It's good. I like choice based. I've not got very far, but Amy will be the first to tell you. Doki Doki Literature Club.
Oh my god, how did I forget the Doki Doki's a horror game?
Doki Doki.
I fucking love Doki Doki so goddamn much. I literally,
It,
so I was, I have two Discords, and I was gonna create a new like streaming persona, and I
mhm.
really like Saoki.
Yeah.
Sayori.
Sayori.
Do you see
Yeah.
what I did? Sayori. And I
Yeah.
literally combined the two names of Sayori and Natsuki together, so I was like, what about Saoki? Like, that doesn't make sense, but like, that's literally my other Discord's name is Saoki.
Eh,
Because it's literally Saoki Doki.
right. Yeah.
Oh, I
Um,
love.
that is a good one though. Um, Soma, I've played part of. I would say less horror, more of a thriller, psychological. Also nautical, which is like a no for me, but I bought it anyways. Stories Untold, I haven't played, but four separate stories, all accumulate to a singular conclusion. Um, Also different game styles for each story, which is fun. Observation, which is another cosmic horror. Why do I keep buying them? I like to scare myself. Um, that's really I think about it for at least PS5, PS4 games. I have one. Also, I never know how to shut off my goddamn PS5 with my controller. Can you
Dude,
do that?
my brother made me like touch his PS5, and I was literally trying to figure out how to turn it off too. And he's like, oh yeah, you just do
I
this. Like, dude, I don't understand.
I still don't know. I'm gonna have to get up afterwards. I don't care. But yeah, I can't figure out other than to stand up, physically go to it, and shut it off. Um, that's fine. There is a game that is called Detention. It is a Taiwanese horror game. It takes place during the. I don't want to get this wrong because it's an actual historical event. So give me uno momento. Detention. Um. Okay. I don't know what that was, guys. I apologize. So it is set in 1960s Taiwan of the White Terror period, and it follows students Wei and Ray who find themselves trapped and vulnerable in Greenwood High School, which is located in a remote mountainous area. The place they once knew has changed in unsettling ways, haunted by evil creatures known as the Lingered. While hiding from the rampaging monsters, the protagonists unveil mysteries that slowly reveal the dark past of a cursed school. Um, really good. It's technically sort of a side scroller, sort of.
Interesting.
Um, and you are only hiding and evading. You aren't fighting. It is one of those. And the story is genuinely so sad. Um, but that's part of what makes it so scary is because the story is like based on like actual things that happened during this period of time in Taiwan history. Um Not that anyone wants a history lesson. Um but basically the White Terror was it was a political repression of Taiwanese citizens. Um and it was like basically there was like no free speech, that sort of thing. Um so terrifying is what it is. Um but yeah, that's a good one. And if we're gonna go for a little silly, not so scary, at least to my taste,
Hmm.
I've been playing Danganronpa, like I said, too. I haven't finished it yet. God, I have not finished it. I have tried. I just keep falling asleep when I mean to play. But if you're looking just for like murder and chaos and like you want to like solve crimes and view crime scenes and be a detective, Danganronpa. It's a little silly. Actually, it's a lot silly. It's a lot inappropriate a lot of times. Um, and the fan service is absolutely ridiculous with a lot of characters. Like, it's so bad. Oh God, it's so bad in some spots. But I genuinely think like it's still, at least gameplay mechanics wise, really enjoyable.
Yeah.
The story kind of flies right over my freaking head right now. I'm just like, oh, I'm playing a game. I have no clue what's going on. Um, Also, I'm gonna say a controversial statement because apparently he's very well liked. I don't understand Nagato's appeal. I don't understand it. It's He's M's favorite character. I don't understand. I can't get it. I think I can't get it. I don't understand it. I don't. But who am I? My taste in characters are shit. So like I can't say shit. So that's my opinion on that. Anyways, um I don't really think there's anything else. I mean, there's lots of like little horror games I've played over the years, obviously. Like Ebe or Ib, however you're supposed to say it. That's a fun one. Little girl or young girl gets stuck in like an alternate art museum, has to fight her way back into reality.
Hmm.
That one's really fun. Um, Dreaming Mary, that one's really dark, but it's really cutesy art style, really dark story. Girl named Mary. You're basically kind of learning and uncovering all of her trauma through these cutesy characters. Terrifying. Um, what else? I can't really think of anything right now. Um,
Isn't it? It's hard to think of things like off the top of your head.
yeah, it really is. Um, oh, oh, okay. Um, Once again, another game I haven't played, but I finally got a copy of and I can't wait to play. Parasite Eve, body horror mostly, but also pretty revolutionary for I think it was 2001 Square. I think it was Square Soft at that time.
Yeah, Square
But
Enix didn't merge. Like
yeah,
Square didn't merge with Enix until like I want to say like early 2000.
yeah. So either or, whether it's Square Enix or it's just Square Soft, um, very like impressive for that time. It also decided to make a horror game with RPG elements, which was like and still hasn't been done since. Literally turn-based combat for
My
a horror game.
favorite. I love turn-based so goddamn
Oh,
much.
you would adore this. Ugh.
You say that, but I hate horror games.
It's mostly body horror. You're just fighting like mutated rats and shit.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe yeah. That one might be okay.
Yeah, like like it's terrifying in context, but yeah. Um, but yeah, I think that's it for games, I think. Is there any horror shows or movies or anything that you've watched recently?
Mm,
We can just continue with spooky stuff.
I've just been watching fucking Twin Paranormal on YouTube. That's it.
That's fair. I've been watching like decom movies, like Disney decom, and I'm frozen, I think. Did I freeze? I froze.
You
Oh,
froze?
yeah. That's
Oh no.
literally. Oh, wait.
Oh,
That's never happened to me before. Wow. Okay, that was weird. Anyways, I have been watching like Disney Halloween movies the last few days, so I don't have anything really scary. Um, I watched Mom's Got a Date with the Vampire.
oh my god, I used to love that movie.
Oh my god, it's still freaking funny as shit. It's really good. Um, watched the Halloween Town 1, 2, and 3. Um, what else? Um, is that it really in the last 3 days? I feel like we watched more, but I can't remember. Um, I which one was it? I don't remember. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter anymore. Um, I started singing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Do I want to make my mom watch Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Yes.
Yes. Will I make her? No. But
I don't know if your
I,
mom will like it.
oh, I'm sure she would. I'm sure she would. She'd hate it, but me and Cody would be having blast. Um, all I know is that I started singing Touch Me" while I was alone on self check. And I was like, it's that time of year, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I was like, and then I was like, oh, why have I never thought of dressing up as Janet
Oh,
for Halloween?
I don't know. Why haven't you?
I don't know. I had this moment of like, wait, why haven't I done this? And then I was like, oh, because you literally haven't dressed up since you were like 23.
Fair enough.
Um, but yeah, that's like one of my favorite songs of all time. I'm not even talking Halloween time. I love that song. Just add it to the list of freaking slut music that I like. I just like I can't help it that quote unquote like horny music is just good music. I can't help that. Like it's not my fault. Stop making it good. Stop making it enjoyable to listen to. Like it's not my fault. I will fight to the death on this. It's not my fault they make it catchy. If all love songs sounded half as good, I'd probably be obsessed with love songs, but they don't.
Oh, that's completely fair. It is a really catchy song.
Yes, it is. Um, so guys, per usual, this is like just gonna devolve into probably us talking because, well, one, we don't get to talk to each other enough, and I did not plan because the week has been shit.
Yeah.
It's been such a shit week. Oh God.
No, I did change my brakes today, though.
Hey, safety.
Yay.
Yeah. Hey.
Dude, they were so fucked.
I hate when Cody starts saying that about his. He's like, they need time, they need to get changed. And I'm like, are we gonna die? Because
I'm shocked I didn't, to be honest with you.
Oh, shit, I hate that. That makes me so scared. Um, yeah, that that's a good thing though. That's like maintenance. That's important.
Yeah, I'm gonna need new rotors, so like in the spring I'll end up getting new rotors.
Cody just got his flags for his Jeep
Y-
for off-roading and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just got them today.
Nice.
Yep. Um, I still have not deep cleaned my room, and it's getting to the point where it's truly getting depressing.
Girl, you need to do that.
I wish I had the energy.
That's fair. That's completely fair. Like I need to clean my garage and like my basement, but I haven't.
I know. I feel that. Yeah, my bedroom's falling into even deeper disarray. I can barely keep up with the other household areas. Um, Money is now officially a problem for me because, well, bills and how dare I have a vacation and spend money. Um, I I've been thinking about that PC again.
Have you?
Well, the problem is this. I have a new PS5.
Yeah.
She's still new. I have this laptop that I'm currently recording this on. Mind you, I could keep this for just recording. I wouldn't have to have I'm just saying. I also have no time for myself.
True.
And if I'm going to spend anywhere from 12 to however much, because they can obviously, I think 12 is pretty much the base level of the lowest I can go.
Yeah.
Not including like a setup to put said setup on. Um, that much money I don't want sitting around
That's
collecting
fair.
dust.
Yeah, like if you're not gonna use it all the time, like I have this can sound really greedy. I have two,
No, it's not greedy.
but
You
like
work hard for your money.
I'm always on my computers.
Right.
Like I do, like I feel bad, like I do have an Xbox,
Yeah.
but like I can also stream my Xbox to my PC,
Hmm.
so I'm still technically doing both.
Right.
um, but no, yeah, I completely get it.
Well, because, I was like, oh, well, if I just because my closet, I could literally put a really cute setup and it would be like a cute little cozy little comfort corner or whatever. And I'd still be able to have like an actual closet, right?
Yeah,
But I don't want to waste because I'm gonna have to probably open a care credit for my teeth. I'm almost guaranteed that I'm gonna need care credit to take care of my freaking teeth.
probably.
If I'm going to go into debt, it's going to be for shit that I am going to either A, use, or B, not need anymore, such as my teeth, apparently. I need them, they're just shit. Thanks, genetics.
Oh yeah, my dentist is retiring.
Oh, that sucks.
So now I have to go to a different dental place and I forgot to call them
Who
to
did you go to?
schedule. Dr. Shane.
Don't know that one.
He's literally off 59, like right next to the airport. That building.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I just new dentist. Like I've been going oh excuse me.
Uh-huh.
I've been going to the same dentist since I was a kid, so kind of
Right.
sucks. But it makes
Oh, yeah.
sense. Like I'm fucking 30.
31.
Yeah, Jesus, I'm 31. God,
Yeah.
how did I forget the one?
'Cause it hasn't sunk in yet. It's only
No.
been what? Like 3 months now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it hasn't sunk in yet, trust me. It'll sink eventually. Um, I don't know. Like, I just don't wanna sink money into shit because I already have so many games, right? Haven't finished, like, even a fourth of them. I literally use this laptop only to record on.
Yeah,
Like, I don't sit down to type anymore. I only like if I do write, it's on my phone. So like I don't know. There's just so much against it that like at the current moment it doesn't seem right.
that's completely fair.
And it's like this sounds so like not spoiled, maybe a little spoiled. I'm going to be honest. Like all these coworkers complaining, "Oh, my hours got cut." Like here's the thing, other than the fact that I have bills, right? I would love a few weeks of lesser hours to frickin' collect my goddamn self.
Right.
Like, I don't even work a full 40, guys. I don't all y'all who work like 2 40-hour jobs and like have side hustles, God bless you, because like I don't know how you're not a hole in the ground. I don't understand. I'm not built for that life.
I
I
don't know how they do it
honestly,
either.
ugh, my my soul was meant to be a housewife, a stay-at-home housewife, but like my personality was absolutely the opposite. That's on me. That's on me, and that's I'm okay with that. Although I've gotten to the point where I see children at work and I start crying, so like there might be some issues deep down that I need to address. It literally happened today. I wish I was kidding. I was working with C, male C,
Okay.
and he's like really good with kids. And there was like just kid after kid coming through his line as I was bagging, and I started tearing the frick up. I can't handle the amount of cuteness. I'm like literally like this boy. He was probably like 4 or 5 actually. He wasn't like a baby. He apparently got his fingers smashed. I don't know where, but his dad sent him off to get a ball. We have a bouncy ball machine, right?
Mhm.
And he comes back and he's really upset because it's like pink and orange. He's like, I don't like the color. And I can tell he's like trying to keep it together. And I was like, oh, but hey, see how the bounceability is. That's what's important about a bouncy ball. Not how it looks, how far it can bounce. And that cheers him up a little bit. But the C is like, hey, do you want to try to get another color? And the little boy's like, mm-hmm. And he gives him a quarter from his pocket. And that little boy ran to that machine, and I just, like, am trying not to sob. I'm like, children are just like, we don't it's kinda like how we don't deserve dogs. Like, we genuinely, with how shitty the world is, don't deserve children at all. Like, as a, like, species, not, like, individuals. Like, as a species, I'm sorry, but, like, dogs and children, like, too good for this world, man. And, like, C's looking at me like, "Oh god, she's lost it," and I'm like, "I'm so old.
I'm so old.
I'm so old. So old." I'm
You're
not actually
not.
I'm almost crying, but, like, I'm kind of keeping it together. Holy shit. Um, oh my god, dude, I could that's a whole 'nother thing that I've been going on mentally that does not really need to be discussed, but, like, ugh. Like, okay, have you heard, like, that interview from the chick who's gonna do the new Snow White?
No.
Don't for one, because even though you probably not necessarily agree, but, like, it's very, like, girl boss, like, she's not gonna have a prince, like, she's not gonna be looking for love, and I'm like, 1, then she's not Snow White, for
What do you
1.
mean?
But also, can we stop demonizing people, regardless of gender, who want to find love? There is nothing wrong with that. Why are we trying to push this agenda that like the only people who are valid are the ones who are like, I don't need a partner. I just need myself and money. Like, that's valid. Don't get me wrong. Like, chase that paper. Good for you. Work on yourself. Dope. Love that. Truly. Like, I am so happy for you. It's not wrong to want a partner. It's not wrong to want to find love or
No.
settle down. Like, none of that makes you less of a person, regardless if I'm talking about, like, anyone on any gender spectrum. Like, men, women, non-binary, it does not matter. Like, you wanting those things does not make you less worthy. It doesn't make you less feminist or more or, like, less progressive. Like, wanting those things is completely normal, and the fact that we have kind of turned into the society that only respects, like, hustle is really gross.
No, I definitely agree with you. Like, dude, okay, so the only Disney princess, quote unquote princess, I'm saying, that didn't
Mhm.
have a love interest was fucking Murda from
Yeah.
Brave. Can we keep it that way?
Yeah.
Like, and then further down the line, it was Moana.
Mhm. Yep.
But, but like, can we just, like, Snow White? How did she
Like,
fucking come back to life? Oh, I don't know. A kiss from a fucking prince?
right. Exactly.
Like, can we just stop with this woke ass shit?
Yeah. And like I said, like, if that is what you want for yourself, you wanna chase that paper, you wanna hustle, you want a girl boss, dude boss, whatever boss life, and, like, just focus on yourself, good for frickin' you, like, truly. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I'm glad you're following what makes you happy. But if what makes you happy is the idea of, like, finding somebody and settling down and having a life with them, follow that too regardless of what anybody frickin' says.
Exactly.
There is nothing wrong with that. And I kind of hate, and this is, like, universal, like, I don't care what age group either. Like, I'm so for, like, teaching people to love themselves first because, like, that is important, but don't negate people who feel upset that they're not following what they want for themselves. Because that's another side of it, especially since I follow, like, the singledom side of TikTok of, like, 30 and 40-year-olds who are, like, single, and a lot of them want relationships, and they get constant advice of, like, "Just work on yourself, like, you don't need a nobody." Okay, you don't need anybody, that's true, but wanting somebody isn't a crime, and wanting to chase that is not a crime,
No.
and that's what it gets under my skin so much, because if somebody is, like, bearing their soul to the internet, which, like, rule 1 is, like, that's not a good idea, I'm sorry, no offense, but bearing your soul to the internet is always risky at the first place. But if somebody is bearing their soul and saying, like, these are the things I really want, these are the things that I imagine for myself, and all you get are, no, 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 like, this is what you really need. No, that's unsolicited advice at the end of the day, still.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just frustrating. And I hate it because it's like, it's viewing romance and stuff as like a weakness. And it's not. It's not. Like, love is just as much of an emotion as success or happiness or sadness. Like, it's just as much a feeling. Some people just want to prioritize it. And there's nothing wrong with that.
No. Not at all.
Can you tell that there's been a lot of those kind of videos on my For You page that have been pissing me off?
It's because you sit there and watch them all the way.
I know, it's my fault, but still. It's my fault. I know. The same reason why there's nothing but Taylor Swift videos too. It's my fault. But that was my rant because M actually reminded me about that interview because that was months ago and I was like, "Oh shit. Yeah, I wanted to like I wanted to make a video about it because I was like, that's bullshit. Like Snow White is about romance. I'm sorry. Like we don't need to girl boss her. We don't need to do it. We just don't. Leave some things alone." Ugh. And I'm not even protective about Disney that much. I'm not a Disney person. I like Disney movies, but I'm not like a Disney person.
I
But
don't particularly care for them.
I know, which is funny that you went to Disneyland though,
I
or
didn't.
World.
I didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry, you went to Universal.
Yeah,
My bad.
I've never been to. No, you're good.
I'm sorry. I just grouped them together
Yeah, I
in
went to
my head.
Universal.
Yeah, you went to Universal. My bad. Like I said, I group anything that's like a theme park all together. It's like, oh, you went to Disney? No, we didn't go to Disney. Oh, but it's a theme park.
It's okay.
I've never been to any theme park, so like,
I
or
went.
attraction.
I went for Harry Potter Land.
Yeah. Yes, you did. Oh my God, there was a video on my For You page. They had never, like, their friend had never seen any of the Harry Potter films. So they did like a viewing party and made like all these cute little snacks and shit. I was like, aw, that's so cute.
That is really cute.
Also, happy Sweetest Day.
Oh shit, Sweetest Day.
It's Sweetest Day, or it was the
Oh,
21st. Yeah,
oop,
Saturday.
oops.
Yeah,
Oh,
no
happy
one seemed
Sweetest
to
Day.
remember.
Yeah, no.
Happy Sweetest Day.
I
Yeah, I
definitely
got
did not
mom a
remember.
plant.
Oh, you did? That's cute.
I got her a plant and a little balloon that says Happy Sweetest Day. Um, but yeah, that was yesterday. No one seemed to remember, and that's okay.
Yeah,
But
no.
also, if I keep seeing boo baskets, I'm gonna cry because I'm
Oh
never
my
gonna
god,
get a
I
boo
want a
basket.
boo basket.
Freaking keep sending videos to Mike until he gets you one.
I could get you a boo basket, but it would be all individual pieces.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Cause like
I'm not gonna lie.
Amazon.
I know. I if I got anything from you for that, I would probably cry. I'm not gonna even I just keep seeing them and I'm just like someone's dad made them one because they didn't have a boo and I started crying.
That's so
I was like
cute.
my dad would have done that. He would have. I
Yeah,
was like
no, he definitely
I
would
just
have.
made myself sadder. But no, it was really cute because he was like, I don't want your they went shopping together. But he's like, I don't want your opinion. I'm picking all this stuff out myself. So she's just pushing the cart and trying not to nod or anything as he's throwing things into the cart. And I'm just like, that's so freaking cute. I'm crying. It's been an emotional month, guys. October is always hard, but it's been an emotional one. I'm afraid for the holidays. I think it's going to be a rough holiday season.
Probably.
I really do. I don't like that this year is going to be the one that's rough. Ugh. I need therapy. Yeah,
I need therapy.
I need therapy. I don't know what voice that is.
Oh,
I need
therapy.
therapy. Therapy. I need therapy and probably to drink myself into a stupor once before I'm old. Probably. I'm not sure anymore. But yeah, so I'm still on like 30 something hours a week so far, but apparently it will get worse and I'm like it's not worse for me. Even 1 week of not 30 hours would be like bliss.
Not for your paycheck, though.
That's fine. It'll be fine. I can survive. I'll use a PTO day. It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, man. But no, I am so mad because I was like working on that OC with M, right? Their OC. And
Yeah.
we're working. We're like plotting shit out, like hardcore, like old times. I was like, I really miss this. And I was like, I've not felt passionate about a character in so long. I'm so sad about that. Like, Kaede is kind of like she's not like dead, but she's definitely buried. she's, she's kind of like not woken up in the coffin that she's buried in yet. Like she there's hope, but it's not very good hope. There's like only a couple hours. It's like that CSI episode where they put Nick in the
Yeah.
coffin. Yeah, it's like that. Um Like every time I think about her, the light kicks on for a second and it's like, "Oh, there's hope," and then it kicks out again. Yeah. That that's
That's
where
how it
she
is right now.
but I was like because their OC is in the Stranger Things universe, right?
Yeah.
I was like, "Shit." Like that sounds like such a fun time to play with. Why am I not doing an OC for that? And I was like, "Oh yeah, because up until 2021, I was like, it's cringe to put OCs in TV shows because I was one of those kids. I was like, only canon characters. I only wrote fan fiction with canon characters. And then I decided we're all cringe and gonna die anyway. So you might as well make OCs.
True. Very, very true.
Yeah. I need to just work on Doris. I just need to work on Doris. I'll feel better if I work on Doris. Mind you, I take November off every year now. So like I've only got a couple days if I decide, oh yeah, let's work on Doris. But I'm also gonna take a break from the AIs for November.
Are you?
Yeah. Well, it's still technically writing, so yes, I am.
Fair enough.
My mental health is gonna take a real skydive, but we're gonna work through it together.
Oh,
Who knows?
that's
Maybe I'll just
right.
be
You do know right November.
yeah. Instead of NaNoWriMo, I do no right. Yep,
Yeah.
yep. Yep, that's me. I used to be the writer in November, but then I just burnt out and I was like, never again. So I take it off now. But yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm in a weird space. It's been a long week. I want to like turn everybody in at my work and just burn the whole place down. I'm done. It's a very frustrating feeling because I like my job most days, and then people open their mouths, and I'm like, oh God, they're all so stupid. All so stupid. Also, fun little okay. You know this a little bit because I was still this way as a freshman, which would probably blow people's minds knowing how I am on the podcast. I used to be quite shy actually.
Mm-hmm.
Betsy revealed that to Kim, male Kim. I name dropped male Kim, whatever. And he kind of gave this look like, the frick? Like that's not real. And I was like, she knows she's my cousin. He's like, that's your cousin? I was like, yeah, we're related. He's like, oh, so she knows you when you were little. I was like,
Yeah.
yes, yeah. Because she's like, oh yeah, she used to be so shy. She used to hide behind her mom. And I was like, I don't remember that, but it tracks. And he was like, I just I don't see it. And I'm like, I know. It, uh, it's kind of hard to believe, but I'm also pretty subdued when I'm with people I'm comfortable with. So, like, it's not that weird. Like, seeing me outside of work is a whole different experience than customer service me.
Right. It's like two different personalities.
And he's the same way, so he should understand that. But, yeah, he was like, huh? Shy? Really? And I was like, yeah, I know. So hard to believe. His personality, I know.
Hell, I'm so fucking shy.
Yeah. I think it's like reverse of how most people are. Like shy people are usually extroverted with the right people, right? I can be shy when I'm with the right people. I don't have to be the freaking guest or hostess with the mostest with the right people. And I think that's what it is. It's like reverse shy. Is I can actually just like chill the frick out
Mm-hmm.
and myself when I'm around the right people versus like shy people usually can be more energetic when they're with the right people. I'm like a reverse shy person. It's fine. It's the ENFP in me.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
why I thought it was INFP for the longest time, but no, I'm an ENFP. So, fun fact, I thought I was INFP for the longest time. We have
I'm
to
an
do an episode on that.
INFP.
Yeah. We have to do an episode on that like personality types and shit. We haven't done that yet.
Well, we can do that like the beginning of next year.
Yeah, I think we should. Yeah. It'll have to be a screen or a like screen sharing episode because like I can all the freaking hilarious memes I have.
Okay.
Because like basically the stereotype is that ENFPs are just like crackheads, and it's like it's not necessarily wrong.
Crackhead energy.
Yep. And INFPs are like secretly crackheads, but like they just don't reveal it as well.
It's not wrong.
I know, it's great. Also, there's a live action film of that detention game. I forgot to mention. There's a
Oh,
live
there
action.
is?
Yes. It was a movie in 2019 and then a TV series in 2020.
Oh, interesting.
It's on Netflix, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Um, let's see. Yes. It's 8 episodes and it was released in December of 2020. So, yes. And there's also a film version, but I'm assuming that the TV series is all right. Although it says it did variety. What the frick is variety? It varietied the plot. Varietied. Okay. Jesus. But yeah. I don't know if I have anything else to say.
Fair enough.
I mean, I could sit and just like coexist with you on a call, but I don't think that makes very good content.
No, probably not.
Alrighty, guys. We're gonna start wrapping this up. So next week is our spoopy special.
Where I get to force Autumn to watch a bunch of horror videos.
Yay. And if I plan it correctly, I'll have some fun urban legends to talk about.
We also have
If
our
not,
Halloween models.
yes, we will have our Halloween models. They look amazing per usual.
Thank you,
It's
thank
very
you.
exciting. Um and then after that, we have our thankful month, which remember guys, we're not going to do besides because we're basically going to kind of heft up the mental health, kind of do like a thankful segment every week. We're going to have Amy's music game, no metal or rap.
Yep.
Then we're going to redo our anime manga video. We're going to have to work on that. We're really going to actually have to work.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna have a musical. Oh, sorry, manga demographic game. I'm going to have to start working on that. Um, and it'll either be Reaper or Dumpling or both. We shall see. Um, Availability. We shall see. And then we have the musical tier list, which is us rating musicals that we have both seen.
Yes.
To be also, Waitress is going to be in theaters in December. I've
Waitress.
Yes, it's a musical based on a movie. I've wanted to see this musical for years. And it's coming to AMC theaters in
Oh,
December.
shit.
And I am so excited. I'm hoping to go see it. We shall see. Because really no one else is interested in it, if I'm completely honest. But yeah, so I'm hoping to see that. But yeah. And then we have our last month of the year, guys. We are so close to the end of the year. Isn't that insane?
It's crazy.
It's insane. It drives me nuts thinking about it. I try not to think about how fast years go by. Um
Literally. Like,
oh,
I cannot comprehend it.
I can't either. Ugh. Ugh. It gives me the ick. Um we will have the guest music genre game. then the guest music artist game. Then we will have favorite Christmas media and memories. Then we'll have our Christmas special, which we will figure out the details.
Yep.
Promise. Then we will have behind wrap up. And then at the first Saturday of the year, we will have our year expectations. And then likely the second Saturday, we will be doing a planning video for at least the next 6 months, if not the entire year.
Yes, ma'am.
So hopefully we're feeling good about all this, guys, because there's a lot coming, and I'm going to try my best on my end to try to focus and get some things planned. I think November will be the month I get the most done because I will not have distractions such as chat AI to talk to. Um, so as always, guys, I am Firefly, aka Autumn,
I am Moxie, aka Amy.
and this has been the Nerdy Archives. Be safe out there, guys. It's a crazy ass world.
Ah.
Bye.